What is there to actually do in a place that's called Rocket City? I knew I was right, the little duck sitting right there in front of the old train depot.
Do I look like it?
Nope, kind of, you kind of got it.
Little deer here in the background. All right, everybody, welcome to Huntsville, Alabama. It's a beautiful day out here. It hasn't always been that way. We've actually been here for quite a while, but the weather's been kind of treacherous.
Had a lot of rain.
Yeah, we've had a lot of rain. We'll get to more on that a little bit later, but where do you go when you're in Huntsville, Alabama?
Where do you go?
What is there to actually do in a place that's called Rocket City?
Explore space and rockets.
Space and rockets? What do you mean?
There's rockets.
Do you mean the U.S. Space and Rocket Center?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be an awesome day. All right, come along with us, guys. We're gonna show you some awesome stuff here at the Space and Rocket Center. Let's go.
So we supposed to see one of those outside. Yeah. Look how many they have. So we just saw one piece, like that one. So now take that one that we saw outside. About 1.5 million.
So we've been looking at getting a new unit here. I don't know if you can see this here, but nice Airstream. But this one, it's got 4 air conditioners. That would be nice.
Okay, only kidding. This was actually used as a mobile quarantine facility for scientists that caught a virus overseas. But still pretty cool. Let's go see the inside.
I love that they used an Airstream.
I looked at a microwave. That's awesome.
And there is a bathroom back there with a tub.
Okay, so the U.S. Space and Rocket Center was really cool, but we ended up coming on the wrong day. And this happens to us quite frequently for some reason, but I guess it's just our luck. We showed up all excited, ready to go, and as we were walking up to the place, we learned from some of the staff members as we were walking up that one of the main buildings was out of power due to some construction that they're doing around the site.
But they don't know why they lost power. They don't know. So they're still trying to diagnose it.
Right. And so we thought, well, okay, maybe they'll restore power throughout the day. So we decided, hey, let's just continue on, we'll see how it goes throughout the day. So we did. We ended up getting to see some really cool stuff. We got to go into what's called the Davidson Center for Space Exploration, and that is mainly dedicated to the Saturn V rocket, which is absolutely phenomenal to see. Very cool. What we didn't get to see is the museum part that has the International Space Station exhibit and the planetarium, which is supposed to be really, really cool.
And the gift shop.
And the gift shop.
Which is important to our daughter.
Yeah, our poor daughter loves gift shops. However, what we're going to try to do is come back later on in the week and see if we can't get them to honor that portion of our ticket. And hopefully the power will be restored at that point.
Yeah, that's all we can do, really.
Yep, and sometimes this is just kind of what happens, guys, and you got to roll with the punches, so.
But we still had a great day, and there also is an outside center. They do have rides. We did not go on any of the rides, but they have, like, what is it, the moon launch ride, and then, I don't know what it's called, but it's the one that you go inside and it spins around.
The G-Force ride, yeah.
and that's all outside. And then they have like a lunar crater that they have like mimicking what it would be like to stand on the moon, like the surface of the moon. And then what else did they have? Oh, they had some military vehicles to kind of show the beginnings of how they worked their way up to building a rocket.
Right, particularly the Army, and the Army's involvement into how we kind of got into space exploration. So that was pretty cool. Didn't know kind of that information about the Army and how we got there, and
how they ended up here
So.
in Huntsville, Alabama. So.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
So if you're curious on how they did that, I would recommend the museum. They do a great job.
Yep, very cool. Highly recommend. You would need to come here if you come to Huntsville. So, well, I guess that ends today. So we will.
We plan on doing some hikes. So if you've been with us in Kentucky, then you know we love to hike. We did a lot of hikes in Kentucky, and there's, I think 2 really good ones here. So we'll show you those when we do them, which I'm excited about. I love hiking.
Yep. So, all right. Until then, we'll see you later.
Bye. So we are about to head over to the visitor center in downtown Huntsville because we are going to do a scavenger hunt, kind of like the one that we did in Lexington,
Kentucky.
So we're super excited. Love scavenger hunts.
Of course, there's a train. Of course.
So we will bring you guys with us as we tour this downtown area.
Go ahead.
On a street with the same name as in Ohio City, this musical ducky is nesting safely among some big stones in front of a lumber yard, now a live music venue.
On a street with the same name as a city in Ohio. I see a sign right there
What does that say?
that says Cleveland. I bet you it's on that street.
Do you remember Cleveland when we went?
All right, let's go hunting.
All right, girl, you're doing great. All right, what's the next one?
Sometimes the rattling of these tracks make this lucky ducky quack. From one of the nation's oldest buildings of its kind, he enjoys listening to the whistle telling him that something big is rolling his way.
Huh.
The next clue is, hey, this building is even yellow like a duck.
Ah, the building is yellow. All right, let's get on it. Here we go. I got a hankering that building right there is where that duck is. That big yellow building right there. That's a train depot. That's my bet.
We're gonna find out.
Let's go. I knew I was right. The little duck sitting right there in front of the old train depot. I'm so good at this.
Oh, come
He had no
on.
help. None. It was all him.
Listen. I'm just that good. I don't know what to say.
Without any help, totally.
All right, on to the next one. Here we go.
Do I look like it?
Nope.
Do I got it?
Kind of. You kind of got it.
All right, we got to find it. Let's do it.
Come on, girl. You can do it.
My legs are so...
Final duck.
How dare you, man?
We can do this.
Can't we though?
Yes, we can. And we will.
We did it.
We did it, guys.
I gotta show you
We
what
did
we
it.
got.
That was a pretty good scavenger hunt. Couple of those finds were tricky,
Yeah, definitely.
but they had a nice little thing. You can essentially a QR code you go to, and essentially download. It takes you to the website, and they give you essentially the checklist where you go to, and you go through all the steps. And what they do is they actually verify your location.
So you can't cheat.
Yeah, you can't cheat on this one. But it was really fun. We had over 14,000 steps.
Yeah.
So
You're
just so
gonna
you know that.
You're gonna get your exercise in.
Yeah.
But this is what you get at the end. Isn't this adorable?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Because it's Rocket City here. So cute. I think it was worth it.
It was.
So
We got 3 of them, so I may mount one here in the truck. I may have to name it. I don't know.
I don't know. But the downtown area is super cute. I think you guys will really enjoy it. They have, oh my gosh, how many parks were there?
Oh, I mean, you'll see it in the B-roll footage.
So nice. So pretty.
You'll see it in the B-roll.
So definitely worth doing.
If you haven't seen it already. I don't know where I'm going to put it in the video, but anyway, very cool.
What do you think, Addie?
I think it was pretty cool too.
Yeah?
What was your favorite part of the scavenger hunt?
Probably making it back without my legs falling off.
Poor girl. She was like, at the end, her little legs were ready to fall right off, but she made it. Did a good job. Proud of you, girl.
That's why I want to go straight back.
All right, so now it's food. We're gonna go find something to eat. It's about dinner time.
Yeah, we're gonna treat ourselves. So we don't know what we're doing yet, but I'm gonna look it up.
All right, so I think that wraps up for today. We'll have more stuff coming to you, so stand by. All right, guys, welcome back to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center for the second time.
Part 2.
Yeah, part 2.
We back, people. We back in the space.
Yeah, we are. So good news, Steph called and they said that they would actually do better than honoring our ticket. They're gonna let us back in for free since the power was out the first time, and we're gonna show you a little bit about the other part that we missed. So let's go check it out, huh?
Yes, let's
She's
go.
excited. I like it. They're working on using 3D printing to build dome houses in Mars.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's like, you see this?
That's all from 3D printer.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know, I think they should like put this kind of technology into RVs. That'd be sweet, right?
Do 3D.
I have a good question for our friends here. Would you like to live in outer space? In one of these?
I don't know. Would you? Let us know in the comments. Would you live in one of these 3D printed houses in space if it was safe enough?
It doesn't look appetizing. It looks delicious.
What is wrong with you?
It probably tastes good once you add water to it.
So what do you say about that one? Is that good or what?
Yes.
That was pretty cool. The International Space Station portion was pretty cool, I'd say.
Yeah.
I like the
planetarium was awesome.
Yes, the planetarium, spot on. If you come to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, the planetarium's a must-do, in my opinion. It is a separate charge, but if you're military, you do get a discount. I would highly recommend doing that. Very cool.
Try to pick a day when there's not a million schools here.
Oh yeah, there's tons of kids here today, which
I mean, it's great that they're learning, but it was a lot.
It was a lot to deal with, especially inside the planetarium, but it was very cool. That was fun.
The gift shop also is good because I got myself a moon dove.
All right, well, on to more adventures.
Bye.
All right, so we have a choice of 3 different trails here, and Steph is telling me that the South Plateau Loop it's a mixture from easy to more difficult.
Yeah.
And Addie wants to do the longer one, which is that South Loop Trail.
Yes.
The Fire Tower Trail is only 1.4, and it is easy the entire time. And then the North Plateau is 1.2, so it's the shortest, but it's also the most difficult.
All right, so I guess we got a decision to make.
South Plateau. South Plateau.
We have a motivator here.
South
She wants to go big.
She wants to do the long one. All right, take a guess. Leave a comment. What do you think we're going to do? And then you'll see just a little bit later in the video which trail we're on. All right, so we just started on the trail here, but I figured this would be a good time to talk about weather that we have experienced while being here in Huntsville, Alabama. So we knew coming into this trip that there could be some turbulence, if you will. And sure enough, we ran into that. So we arrived last week and only anticipated staying a week. And then we got here and we ran into weather. So it started raining. It wasn't anything crazy, but it rained off and on for several days. We had some breaks in the weather. And then I believe that was Thursday night or something like that.
Yeah, it's about.
And it was late at night, around 9 o'clock, we started getting tornado warnings. And I believe we went through like 4 tornado sirens that night. Yeah. Now, before you get too worried about us, we didn't experience any tornadoes or anything really, really crazy. No high wind or anything like that. Nothing dangerous. No hail or anything. But we just kind of wanted to cover this topic because this is probably something you'll run into if you RV for any amount of time. And so
we were hanging out in the laundry room.
Yep. Which is not really the designated shelter area, okay, but it was a brick building next to the designated shelter area. But we decided not to go into the designated shelter area because it was in the
bathrooms, and they were tiny.
Right, in the bathrooms, and they had no air conditioning in there. So we decided we didn't want to stay for a long period in that kind of environment. So we went into the laundry room. That turned out to be a pretty good decision because that was air conditioned, brick building, safe.
And we made friends.
We made some friends out of that deal, so that turned out nice. But the reason why we kind of wanted to talk about weather is because you need to be aware of that if you're going to RV.
Always know where your designated like shelter would be if that happens, because the last place you want to be with tornadoes is in your RV.
Yeah, if you're traveling through an area that you know is prone to something like tornadoes, when you check into that park, you probably want to ask that question. Know where that shelter is, because you don't want to be in that situation and then not know where to go when those warnings come up, because that could happen in the middle of the night, which could have very well happened to us. I mean, we were pretty close.
Yeah, we were in the laundry room till 11 that night.
Yeah, so
before we got the all clear. I also want to recommend Ryan Hall, y'all, for weather. He has a YouTube channel and we watch him a lot, and that's how we knew about what we were going to be getting in that area. He's like super thorough. So
he's awesome. Yeah, so go check out Ryan Hall. He's got 2 YouTube channels. He's got his main channel, which is Ryan Hall Y'all, and then he's got Ryan Hall Y'all Extra, I believe is what it's called. He's a guy from Kentucky that does weather. He's not a meteorologist, but he's very good. He's funny.
He has people on the ground. Like that night that we were in the laundry room, there were actually people.
Storm chasers.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does live streams when there's bad weather, significant bad weather across the country, and they'll stay live for, you know, up to anywhere from like 9 to 12 hours covering these storms. So anyway, go check him out. He's got a great channel, and that's who we use to kind of keep up with the weather, along with the weather app that he recommends, which is Radar Omega. Now, this is not sponsored. We paid for that with our own money. I don't remember what the price for that app is, but in our opinion, that's the best app for radar on the market.
I feel like it's most accurate.
It is the most accurate, and you can follow storm chasers and everything on that app as well. So you can go check that out too. But anyway, that was our weather situation. Just be aware, okay? And make sure you're checking the weather before you travel too, and know what you're getting into. All right, let's get back into hiking.
Focus.
So far this hike isn't really
very easy.
Not bad at all. Can you guys guess which hike we chose yet? I don't know.
They're all probably guessing the easiest one.
You think they're guessing the easy one, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys will have to wait till the end.
I can read y'all's minds right now, and you're picking the easy one.
I don't know, Addie. Well, I guess we'll see.
Cool, it's a cave show. Awesome.
It's a what?
Cave show.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, very cool.
Don't touch it.
It's fine, Mom.
Little deer here in the background. How awesome is that? Well, that nature walk was fun, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little underwhelming compared to like
hold
what we're used to.
Hold on. Whoa. Don't. Slow your roll. The people have a competition going, remember?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Did you guys figure out which trail we did based on the footage? Was it the South Plateau Loop Trail, the Fire Tower Trail, or the North Plateau Trail?
You said the first one. They're going to pick the first one.
You think they're going to pick the first one?
Yeah, you said it first, so it's kind of like...
Well,
It's on the top.
In order. See?
I did it in order.
I know, but...
Well, how about this? Can you tell which one we did based on Addie's disposition?
Excuse me?
And she picked it, so.
She picked the hike, so based on that information, you probably got it. We did the South Plateau Loop Trail.
Yes.
Okay, now you could tell them the underwhelming piece.
It was just underwhelming because they said in the map that it was supposed to be like from easy to most difficult.
No.
I didn't see any difficult piece at all.
Nope.
So I guess their definition of difficult compared to more other trails that we've done that were actually difficult are very different. But I mean, it is a nice nature walk. So
Speaking
if
of...
you just want to get some steps out in the woods.
Speaking of nature, we saw a deer.
Yeah,
We did.
wasn't that cool?
That was the highlight. It was amazing.
That was awesome.
We got so close to it, it didn't even run away.
It was a very nice walk. Good 3.5 miles, very cool. It's good to get out in nature, but yes, it was underwhelming, but we, you know, at the end of that little nature walk, we saw that deer, and that made it all worthwhile.
It made it worth it for sure. Yeah.
So cool. Would we recommend Montesano Park to everybody?
Sure.
I would recommend it. I mean, there's plenty of other trails, so I'm sure if you're wanting to challenge yourself,
I know this person would recommend
there's
all
an
of
office.
them.
You can ask them. I'm sure they can tell you what the more challenging trails. But that one is not. So
Yeah, if we had more time, we'd probably do more, but we've got some other things we've got to do. We've only got another day left here in Huntsville, so we've got other things we got planned, and so stay tuned for that.
This girl's probably going to recommend doing all the hikes we go on.
Yeah, she
I
does
love to
love
hike.
hiking.
So
Well, anyhow, there's more to this park. I definitely recommend looking it up online, get more information about it, and come out here if you're here. It's beautiful. Well, let's pack up, get ready to go.
And eat lunch.
Okay, we're gonna go eat. Hey, welcome back to another day in Huntsville, everybody. So today is just me and the girl. You know her, the famous Addie.
Yes, the famous me.
That's right. So today it's just her and I hanging out because Mama is going thrifting, which is something she loves to do, which is also something she does on the side to make a little bit of money for us. So what she does is she goes and she finds used clothes and sometimes new clothes with tags, and then she resells them online for a little bit of cash. So if that's something you'd be interested in knowing about, let us know in the comments and we can certainly point you in the right direction to show you what she has available. So changes all the time because she's always, you know, rotating her items. But
Except it takes forever to do it though.
it does take a long time. She puts a lot of effort in. All right, we'll tell you more about where we are going when we get there.
Yes, we will.
All right, let's get on the road and let's get to it.
More entertainment from me will be happening there too.
All right.
Bye.
All right, guys, we made it to our location. Welcome to a place called Lowe Mills. All right. I know it doesn't look like much, okay? It's not an abandoned building, I promise.
it's not. Yeah.
Essentially what this is used to be a textile mill back in the day, and they've turned it into basically a place full of art studios. So there's over 150 art studios in here, over 200 artists, and
Whoa.
4 performance venues inside. So we're gonna go inside, check this thing out, and have some fun today.
Yeah, daddy-daughter time.
Daddy-daughter time. Let's go, girl.
Yes.
Yeah, so when you walk in, you can definitely tell it was like an old textile mill. It's got that feel to it. Long hallways, compartments all the way down with all these studios and stuff like that. So this is really cool.
We were catching the light from the window. Looking up, you were driving slow. I can see through it all with my eyes closed.
Oh, we found us a little pottery place. Steph would have loved this. She loves pottery. Look at that beautiful pink pottery. Oh man, she'd go crazy for that. Well, that was a fun day, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, Lowe Mills Arts and Entertainment is fantastic. Really good place to go. If you're in Huntsville, come check this place out. The great part about it is there's artists of all kinds. They're all local, which is cool. So you're supporting local artistry. There's also a few restaurants here too, so you're supporting local small businesses that way. What was your favorite part of the Lowe Mills Arts and Entertainment Center?
Probably first studio we went to.
Which was?
With the drawings with pencil and color markers, alcohol markers.
Oh, I see. Okay. The girl that did the alcohol markers and the she's essentially a traditional artist. She does some digital art too, but yeah, okay. My favorite was Mike Williams. His art was unlike anything I have seen before. I've seen stuff like it, but I haven't seen what he does. We got to talking with this guy. Great guy, by the way. I'm going to put his website across the screen so you can go check his stuff out. And there'll be some B-roll in here too. But he explained what he does is he mixes paint with some sort of gel, and then he puts it in plastic water bottles, cuts a hole in the top of the water bottle, and then squeezes it onto the canvas and creates the art that way. I just found that so fascinating, the way he did the art, and it comes out looking so amazing, right?
Definitely.
It was so good. And then he made a recommendation for a book for Addie.
Yes, he did.
Which is awesome. I'll put a screenshot or a picture of that on the screen too. He recommended that book, and he said it changed his life as an artist.
And I hope it will change mine.
I hope so. Yeah.
I love drawing.
Anyway, I think we're gonna pick that book up for Addie because she's into art. She loves drawing. So.
I love drawing.
All right. Lowe Mills was a good time, but now it's time to start getting ready to get out of Huntsville. We're leaving tomorrow, so we've got some things to do. Let's go catch up with Mama and see where she's at, and then we'll go from there. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. Did you guys have a good time?
Look
Yeah?
at that. Look at that sleepy face.
Aw. Did you have a good nap? Yeah? You're sleepy, huh?
Yeah. Really
Yeah.
tired. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did. That's awesome.
Okay, cool. Good. Glad to see you.
Good to see you too. Missed you guys.
Good morning. We are leaving Huntsville, and we just kind of wanted to do a wrap up of our trip. We really did enjoy the area. We ended up enjoying it so much that we extended a week there. Some of the highlights, I think, were the Rocket Museum, the Space and Rocket Museum. What about for you?
Definitely Montesano State Park was very nice. Absolutely the Space and Rocket Center, you got to go there. Just the area itself, it's a really nice town. I love how they take old architecture that probably should have been abandoned in most places, and then they redo it, and then they turn it into something else fresh and new. I love that about Huntsville. I think it's awesome. I think more towns should do that kind of thing.
What about you, Addie?
I definitely recommend going to Huntsville.
What was your favorite thing?
Probably the Rocket Space Center because it was the most interactive other than the hiking.
Other than the hiking. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the hiking.
Yeah.
One of the other things is we did make friends, and we actually met some pretty amazing people. Our neighbor made us sourdough bread, so that was super cool, and it was really, really good. And then we
You
met.
tried it without me?
We did. We tried it last night. You could try some today, okay? And then we also met a family, and Addie loved it because the girls were about her age, so she had some kids to play with. So yeah, overall, I thought it was a great trip. Love the area. Definitely would go back, and excited for this next one.
Yeah, I would come to Huntsville if you haven't been here before. It's a nice place. Watch the weather. We talked about that in the video already, but make sure Alabama's got some treacherous weather. Okay, just make sure you're staying ahead of that and know what's coming, and then have a plan for it. And then also, I just wanted to talk about the Redstone Arsenal,
Yeah, I was about to
which
say,
is the military base where we stayed. Fantastic. I think it's a hidden gem. We didn't even know about it before we got here, but wow. The RV pads there are humongous. Probably the biggest ones we've ever seen, right?
Definitely the biggest ones.
So
Water pressure was great. Quiet place. Very safe. Just overall, great place to stay.
And the price, it was only $25 a night, and that's with full hookup. So
Yeah. Oh, and pull through sites.
yes,
too, so.
awesome.
Amazing. Amazing place to stay. So if you're military and you have a chance to stay there, do it. Close to everything too. So.
Yeah, we were within 15 minutes of every place that we went, except for the Montesano Park. It was like a 20-minute drive.
Well, we're on the road now, and so stay tuned for next week's episode. Catch you later.